The story begins high above Earth, where the blue and green planet shines brightly against the backdrop of endless space. This beautiful sight is suddenly interrupted by a massive alien mothership breaking through the atmosphere. As it descends, its size is so enormous that it casts an ominous shadow over entire cities. The beauty of Earth quickly fades as the alien ship looms large, a foreboding presence in the sky. As the ship positions itself above the ground, alarms start to blare in every city. The loud, piercing sound cuts through the air, sending a wave of panic and confusion through the streets. People stop in their tracks, looking up in terror at the looming ship. Mothers grab their children, while people push and shove, trying to escape the chaos. The streets that once bustled with life are now filled with fear and uncertainty. The atmosphere is thick with tension, making the audience feel the weight of impending doom. Suddenly, without warning, the alien ships release a barrage of powerful energy blasts. These blasts rain down upon the cities, exploding on impact and creating massive fireballs that light up the sky. Buildings crumble under the force of the explosions, sending debris flying everywhere. The sounds of destruction are deafening. Metal screeching, glass shattering, and people screaming fill the air. Citizens are thrown into a frenzy, running in all directions, desperately trying to find safety. Amidst the chaos, a mother holds her child tightly as they run for cover, searching for a way to escape the devastation. An old man stumbles, falling to the ground, as others rush past him without looking back. The sense of urgency is palpable. The destruction around them feels surreal yet terrifyingly real. Each explosion seems to shake the ground beneath their feet, making the reality of the situation hit harder. The vivid imagery of flames rising high into the air, billowing smoke, and the cries of despair engage the audience's emotions, pulling them deeper into the story. As buildings fall and fires spread, news reports flash across screens, capturing the horrors unfolding. People are glued to their televisions, witnessing the catastrophic events live. News anchors, their faces pale with fear, report on the destruction. This is a catastrophe of unimaginable proportions. One anchor exclaims, their voice shaking, "We are under attack by an unknown force." The screen shows images of entire neighborhoods engulfed in flames, further fueling the viewer's anxiety. In the midst of this turmoil, the scene shifts to the skies. Fighter jets scramble to respond to the attack, their engines roaring as they race into the chaos. However, their efforts seem futile against the advanced technology of the alien ships. The audience watches as the jets engage in dogfights with the aliens, but they are outmatched and overwhelmed. Explosions light up the sky, showing the stark contrast between humanity's best efforts and the superior firepower of the alien forces. Just as hope seems lost, a hidden command center buzzes with activity. Here, a group of determined soldiers and engineers work frantically to prepare a counterattack. The tension is high, and the stakes couldn't be greater. Their faces reflect a mix of fear and determination as they gather around a holographic display, strategizing their next move. The audience can feel their resolve. They are ready to fight back against the overwhelming odds. In this moment of despair and chaos, the resilience of humanity begins to shine through. Despite the overwhelming threat, there is a flicker of hope. This hidden group represents the last line of defense, the underdog standing against a technologically superior enemy. Their determination to protect their home resonates deeply, igniting a spark of excitement and anticipation for what comes next. As the scenes of destruction continue, the story captivates the audience's attention, creating a sense of urgency and suspense. Viewers are drawn into the chaos, feeling the weight of the battle ahead. They can't help but wonder, will humanity find a way to turn the tide against the alien invasion? The tension builds, keeping the audience on the edge of their seats, eager to see how the story unfolds. The vivid visuals of chaos and destruction, paired with the glimmers of hope from the hidden command center, set the stage for an epic battle that will determine the fate of Earth and its inhabitants. As the chaos continues to unfold on Earth, the camera shifts to the vastness of space, where the alien fleet hovers ominously. The alien mothership is an impressive sight, its sleek and metallic surface glistening under the light of distant stars. This ship, along with others in the fleet, is built for one purpose: conquest. The audience catches quick glimpses of other alien vessels, each one more advanced than the last, featuring sharp edges and glowing lights that pulse with a menacing energy. These ships move gracefully through space, a stark contrast to the destruction they unleash on Earth. Inside the alien mothership, we get a look at the commanding officers of this ruthless race. Their cold, calculating demeanor sends chills down the spine. The aliens are tall, with elongated limbs and sharp features that reflect their lack of emotion. Their skin has an unnatural sheen, and their eyes glow with a fierce light, symbolizing their advanced intelligence. These beings do not display fear or mercy. Instead, they view humanity as inferior. Their minds are guided by a highly advanced artificial intelligence that processes information at incredible speeds. This AI communicates with them in a calm, cold voice, providing strategic assessments and updates on the battle's progress. It coldly analyzes each human defense and outlines the most efficient way to crush any resistance. Back on Earth, the atmosphere is filled with despair. As the camera pans through the streets, the devastation is visible everywhere. Smoke rises from the ruins of buildings, and the sounds of sirens echo in the distance. Families huddle together in shelters, clinging to one another as they watch the news on flickering screens. A news anchor appears, their face reflecting the gravity of the situation. "We are witnessing an invasion like no other," the anchor says, their voice trembling slightly. "Humanity is overwhelmed by a force we cannot comprehend." Their words hang heavy in the air, highlighting the feeling of hopelessness that envelops the population. Scenes of confusion flash across the screen as people try to comprehend the scale of the attack. A father holds his young daughter, trying to shield her from the horrors outside. "Everything will be okay," he reassures her, but his voice lacks conviction. In another scene, a group of teenagers, faces pale with fear, crowd around a radio, hoping for news, but they only hear the worsening updates. The anchor's voice continues, detailing how major cities are falling and how there seems to be no end to the alien assault. This report confirms what everyone fears: humanity is not prepared for this fight. The anchor interviews military officials who express concern over their dwindling resources and the ineffectiveness of their weapons against the alien technology. "We are outmatched," one general states gravely. "Their ships are faster, their weapons more advanced. We are simply not equipped to handle this threat." The sense of desperation is palpable, and the audience can feel the weight of these words. Cut to scenes of emergency shelters where people gather, clutching each other in fear. The tension in these moments is thick, and it becomes clear that hope is fading. The camera captures tears in the eyes of children, the worry etched on their parents' faces, and the grim determination of those trying to maintain order. News reports show a montage of destruction. Cities reduced to rubble, fires raging uncontrollably, and the sound of despair echoing through the streets. In these moments, the story emphasizes the stark contrast between the alien forces and humanity's struggle. The aliens are organized and efficient, while humans appear disoriented and fearful. The advanced technology of the aliens becomes even more apparent as they deploy drones and robotic soldiers to patrol the streets, further instilling fear in the hearts of those who remain. Scenes of these drones hovering ominously over neighborhoods serve as a reminder of humanity's helplessness against this overwhelming force. As the despair deepens, some brave souls refuse to give up. A group of citizens gathers in a local community center, determined to form a plan of action. They discuss ways to fight back, sharing ideas and hopes. This moment of unity among the people highlights the resilience of the human spirit, even in the face of darkness. But as they strategize, The news continues to report on the relentless advance of the alien forces. The audience is left on edge, feeling the weight of the impending doom, while also sensing the flicker of resistance igniting in the hearts of a few. The contrast between alien supremacy and human despair creates a powerful tension in the narrative, drawing the audience deeper into the story. The situation appears dire, but the underlying theme of resilience suggests that humanity is far from finished. Each moment is engaging and charged with emotion, making the audience eager to see what happens next. As the scene transitions, viewers are left with a sense of urgency, wondering how the humans will respond to this seemingly insurmountable threat. As the chaos continues to unfold on the surface of Earth, the scene shifts dramatically underground to a secret military facility hidden away from the prying eyes of the alien forces. This underground base is bustling with activity, illuminated by bright, flickering lights that contrast sharply with the darkness surrounding it. Engineers and technicians work tirelessly, their faces filled with determination and urgency. High-tech equipment fills the room, including screens displaying real-time data, holographic maps of the alien fleet, and advanced weaponry designed for a counterattack. The atmosphere is electric with a sense of hope mixed with desperation, as these brave men and women prepare for the fight of their lives. Among the high-tech machines, the audience catches sight of cloaking devices being activated. These devices are designed to make the human ships invisible to the alien sensors, giving them a fighting chance in the battle that lies ahead. The sound of whirring machinery fills the air, and the visual effects of the cloaking devices shimmer like magic, showcasing the incredible technology that humanity has developed in secret. The audience can sense the excitement building as the crew members hustle around, testing equipment and checking systems. It's a world away from the chaos above, and this hidden base represents humanity's last hope against the alien invasion. As the scene unfolds, the focus shifts to the main characters who will lead this charge against the aliens. First, we meet Captain Bonner, a seasoned pilot with a steely resolve. Bonner stands tall, exuding confidence despite the weight of his past. His eyes carry the burden of loss, hinting at a tragic history that has shaped him into the leader he is today. Flashbacks momentarily reveal glimpses of his past, a time when he flew alongside his friends, experienced pilots who have since fallen in battle against the aliens. Their laughter and camaraderie echo in his mind, but now they are memories that haunt him. This loss has fueled his determination to protect Earth and avenge his fallen comrades. The audience can feel his pain, creating an emotional connection that makes them root for him. Next, we are introduced to Sergeant Maria Lopez, an ace engineer known for her quick thinking and brilliant inventions. Maria is a sharp contrast to Bonner, with a fiery personality and an infectious spirit. She is seen calibrating the weapon systems, her hands moving deftly over the controls. Her bright smile stands out even in the tense atmosphere, and she jokes with the other crew members to lighten the mood. Maria carries her own weight of sadness, having lost her brother in the alien attacks. This personal loss drives her to ensure that humanity has every chance to win. The bond between her and Bonner grows throughout the story, as both characters channel their grief into their mission. The camera then shifts to Lieutenant James Park, a skilled pilot known for his unmatched reflexes. James is young, but has already gained a reputation for being fearless in the cockpit. He jokes about his youth, insisting that it gives him an edge over the older pilots. However, beneath his bravado lies a sense of insecurity. He feels the pressure to prove himself, especially in the face of the alien threat. His journey will become one of growth as he learns the true meaning of bravery, not just in flying, but in standing up for what is right. As the team prepares, the commander of the base gathers everyone around for a briefing. The mood is serious, and the gravity of their mission weighs heavily on everyone. Bonner stands at the front, addressing the crew. "We are humanity's last hope," he states, his voice steady but filled with passion. "We have lost too much, and we will not let our friends down again." His words resonate deeply, instilling a sense of purpose and unity among the team. The crew members nod, their faces reflecting determination and courage. Each character knows what is at stake, and their shared commitment to the mission strengthens their resolve. The visuals in the command center are captivating, with screens displaying data about the alien fleet's movements and strategies. The engineers work alongside the pilots, ensuring that every ship is ready for battle. The tension builds as the team checks their weapons, runs simulations, and prepares for the impending fight. The combination of cutting-edge technology and human spirit creates a palpable excitement, pulling the audience into the heart of the action. As preparations continue, the sense of urgency intensifies. The crew shares stories of their fallen friends, and this moment of remembrance strengthens their bond. They are not just fighting for themselves, but for everyone they've lost. This emotional connection fuels their determination, making the audience invested in their journey. With every passing second, the countdown to battle draws closer, and the stakes become higher. The scene concludes with Bonner and his team readying themselves for the fight ahead. The camera captures their determined faces, filled with a mix of fear and resolve. The audience can feel the tension in the air, knowing that the fate of humanity rests on their shoulders. As the countdown begins, viewers are left on the edge of their seats, eager to see how these brave individuals will confront the alien menace and reclaim their planet. In the heart of the underground military facility, the atmosphere is thick with anticipation as the team gathers for an important briefing. The walls are lined with screens displaying detailed maps of the alien fleet, their movements tracked in real time. The room is buzzing with energy as pilots and engineers settle into their seats, eyes glued to the central holographic display. This is the moment they have been preparing for, a chance to strategize and develop a plan that could turn the tide of battle in their favor. Captain Bonner stands at the head of the table, ready to lead the discussion. He clears his throat, and the room quiets down. "We know the aliens have superior technology and firepower," he begins, his voice steady but serious. "But we have something they don't, our ingenuity and determination." As he speaks, the holographic display shifts, showing an overview of the alien mothership surrounded by smaller ships. The audience can see their formations and movements, which reveals their predictable patterns. Bonner continues, "Our plan is to use cloaking devices to sneak past their defenses. We can position ourselves near their mothership and strike when they least expect it." The screen displays a simulation of their approach, showcasing how the cloaking technology will render their ships invisible to the alien sensors. Engineers nod in agreement, their faces lit with excitement. This strategy could provide the element of surprise they desperately need. Next, Maria Lopes chimes in, her eyes sparkling with enthusiasm. "We can also deploy drones equipped with AI systems to gather intel and distract their forces. While they're focused on the drones, we can make our move." She points to a section of the map where they can launch the drones from a safe distance, drawing the attention of the aliens away from their actual approach. The audience can feel the rising hope in the room as everyone begins to visualize the potential success of their plan. The discussion continues as the team brainstorms additional tactics. Lieutenant James Park suggests using the terrain to their advantage. "We know the area around the mothership," he points out. "We can take advantage of the mountains and valleys to hide our movements until we're ready to strike." The group responds positively, and ideas bounce around the room like a wildfire, each suggestion building on the last. The energy is palpable as they collaborate, united by a shared goal to reclaim their home. However, amid the excitement, Bonner feels a weight pressing on his chest. As the team discusses the specifics of their plan, doubts begin to creep into his mind. What if their cloaking devices fail? What if the AI miscalculates their strategy? He takes a deep breath, trying to push these thoughts aside, but they linger in the back of his mind. His friends have fought and died against the alien menace, and he feels the heavy responsibility of their sacrifice weighing on him. As the final details are ironed out, Bonner raises his hand to pause the discussion. The room quiets down, and everyone turns to look at him. "I need to be honest," he says, his voice low but steady. "I'm worried. What if our plan doesn't work? What if we fail?" A tense silence follows his words, the camaraderie in the room suddenly overshadowed by his uncertainty. Maria and James exchange glances, sensing Bonner's doubt. Maria steps forward, placing a reassuring hand on his shoulder. "Captain, we've trained for this. We've faced challenges before, and we've always come through. This is no different." Her confidence is infectious, and the rest of the team nods in agreement, their expressions filled with determination. James adds, "We're in this together. We know what's at stake, and we believe in this plan. If we stick to our strategy and support each other, we can make this work." The room starts to buzz with renewed energy, and the team begins to rally around their captain. They remind him of the friendships they've built, the losses they've suffered, and the hope that drives them all. Bonner looks around at the faces of his team, feeling their unwavering support. He takes a deep breath, the tension in his chest easing slightly. "You're right," he admits, a small smile creeping onto his face. "We're all in this together. Let's do this for those we've lost and for the future we want to protect." With that, the team comes together in a huddle, each member placing a hand on top of one another in a show of unity. "For Earth," Bonner shouts, and the room erupts with cheers. The camaraderie they share fuels their determination, and the tension that once hung in the air is replaced with a sense of purpose. As they prepare to launch their counterattack, the audience can feel the stakes rising. Every moment becomes critical, and the urgency of their mission is palpable. The team is ready to face the overwhelming alien forces, armed with their innovative tactics and the strength of their unity. The scene is set for an epic confrontation, leaving viewers on the edge of their seats, eager to see if their plan will succeed or if they will face yet another crushing defeat. The mixture of fear and hope creates a powerful atmosphere, ensuring that the audience remains engaged and invested in the fate of these brave characters as they prepare to fight for their planet. As the countdown reaches 0, the atmosphere in the underground facility is electric with anticipation. The team members are strapped into their cockpits, adrenaline coursing through their veins. Outside, the fleet of human ships, sleek and ready for battle, sits on the launch pads. Each ship is equipped with cloaking devices, rendering them invisible to alien sensors. The hum of engines fills the air as the pilots conduct final checks, ensuring everything is in perfect order. With a loud roar, the launch doors slide open, revealing the vast expanse of the sky above. One by one, the ships lift off the ground, ascending into the atmosphere. The audience watches in awe as the fleet rises, cloaked in shimmering invisibility. The ships soar through the clouds, a breathtaking sight against the backdrop of a blue sky. Each vessel glints in the sunlight, creating a mesmerizing display of humanity's ingenuity and hope. The tension builds as they prepare to engage the enemy, their hearts pounding in rhythm with the roar of their engines. As the fleet climbs higher, Bonner takes the lead, guiding his ship with steady hands. The view from the cockpit is stunning, offering a panoramic glimpse of Earth below. He can see the green fields and blue oceans, a stark contrast to the destruction caused by the alien invasion. It fuels his determination. He knows they must protect this beautiful planet at all costs. His voice crackles over the comms, rallying the pilots. "Stay focused, everyone. We're going to make history today." As the fleet approaches the alien mothership, the tension in the air is palpable. Suddenly, the cloaking devices flicker, and the ships become visible to the aliens. Alarm sirens blare as the alien forces react swiftly. Human pilots are met with a barrage of laser fire, and the first engagement begins. The chaos of battle erupts in the sky, and the audience is drawn into the action. The human pilots engage in fierce dogfights with the alien ships, which are sleek and menacing. The alien ships dart around with incredible speed, showcasing their advanced technology. But the human pilots are not to be underestimated. Bonner and his team employ clever maneuvers, using their knowledge of Earth's terrain to their advantage. They weave through clouds, performing sharp turns and flips that leave the aliens scrambling to keep up. Maria, in her ship, shouts over the comms, "I'm going to distract them. Follow my lead." With that, she dives toward the ground, pulling her ship into a steep nosedive. The alien ships, eager to follow, chase after her. But Maria knows the terrain well. She pulls up just before hitting the treetops, banking hard to the right and evading their fire. The aliens, caught off guard, slam into the trees, and explosions erupt below as they crash. James, flying alongside Bonner, uses his speed to flit between the enemy ships, dodging laser blasts with expert reflexes. "I've got your back, Captain," he calls, adrenaline pumping through him. He swoops in behind an alien fighter, firing his weapons and striking true. The alien ship bursts into flames, spiraling out of control. The sight fills him with exhilaration, fueling his determination to protect his planet. As the dogfights rage on, Bonner leads a group of pilots toward the alien mothership. He knows that taking out the mothership is crucial to the success of their mission. "Stay sharp, everyone. We need to hit them hard," he commands, his focus unwavering. The tension rises as they approach the massive ship, the surface covered in glistening armor and the ominous glow of energy shields. The crew executes a coordinated attack, firing missiles and laser beams at the mothership. The visuals are intense, with explosions lighting up the sky and sending shockwaves through the atmosphere. Each blast is a testament to the strength and resilience of humanity. The crew's teamwork is remarkable, their communication seamless as they maneuver together, dodging incoming fire while launching their own attacks. Suddenly, alarms blare in Bonner's cockpit, indicating that enemy reinforcements are approaching. "We need to finish this fast," he urges, determination etched on his face. The pressure mounts as the new wave of alien ships joins the fight, but the human pilots refuse to back down. They continue to execute their tactics, flanking the aliens and using the element of surprise to their advantage. In the heat of battle, the screen shows the devastation unfolding around them. Ships exploding, debris raining down, and the sounds of battle echoing through the airwaves. Each pilot fights fiercely, fueled by the memories of those they've lost and the hope of protecting their world. The stakes have never been higher, and the audience is on the edge of their seats, feeling the tension and excitement of this epic confrontation. The scene culminates in a thrilling climax as Bonner leads the charge toward the mothership, every pilot focused on the mission at hand. The visuals of ships soaring through the sky, engaging in fierce combat, and the sound of laser fire create an immersive experience for the audience. They can feel the weight of every decision, every maneuver, and every shot fired. As the initial battle rages on, the resilience of humanity shines through. The human pilots, despite being outnumbered, fight with every ounce of strength they have. The mixture of hope, fear, and determination drives them forward, proving that they will not go down without a fight. The audience is left breathless, eager to see how the battle will unfold and whether humanity can triumph against the alien threat. The battle rages on, with explosions lighting up the sky and chaos all around. The human fleet is locked in a fierce confrontation with the alien forces, but as the fight continues, it becomes clear that they are facing overwhelming odds. The alien mothership looms large above, its powerful main weapon charging up, ready to unleash devastation on the human pilots below. Captain Bonner knows that they must act quickly to disable this threat before it's too late. As he scans the battlefield from his cockpit, Bonner's heart races. He spots a crucial opportunity. The mothership's weapon system is exposed, but it's heavily guarded by a swarm of alien fighters. "This is it," he thinks. "We can't let this weapon fire." Bonner gathers his courage and prepares to lead his squadron in a daring maneuver. "Everyone, listen up," he commands over the comms. "We're going to make a run at the mothership's main weapon. Follow my lead." His voice is steady, but inside, Bonner feels the weight of responsibility. He knows this is a risky move, but he believes in his team and their ability to pull it off. The pilots acknowledge him, determination shining in their eyes. With a collective nod, they prepare themselves for the bold attack. As they race toward the mothership, Bonner and his squadron perform intricate aerial maneuvers, dodging enemy fire and weaving through the onslaught of alien ships. The visuals are breathtaking, showcasing the agility of their human crafts as they swoop and dive, narrowly avoiding laser blasts. The tension is palpable as the audience can sense the gravity of the situation. Every second counts, and failure is not an option. As they close in on their target, Bonner feels a mix of excitement and fear. He knows that if they succeed, they could turn the tide of the battle. But if they fail, the consequences could be catastrophic. The alien fighters engage fiercely, trying to protect their mothership, but Bonner's team is relentless. They fight with all their might, each pilot focusing on their role in the mission. Just as they reach the mothership, the situation takes a tragic turn. One of Bonner's closest friends and fellow pilot, Lieutenant Alex Thompson, spots an alien fighter heading straight for Bonner's ship. Without hesitation, Alex calls out, "Bonner, watch out," but there's no time to evade. In a split-second decision, Alex turns his ship, positioning himself between Bonner and the incoming fire. The explosion rocks the sky, and Bonner's heart sinks as he witnesses his friend's sacrifice. "No," Bonner shouts, his voice filled with anguish. The loss of Alex hits him like a punch to the gut. The emotional stakes rise dramatically as Bonner realizes the true cost of war. The camaraderie and friendship they shared now feel like a heavy weight on his shoulders. In that moment, he reflects on the sacrifices made by his fellow pilots, and the pain of loss settles deep within him. The audience can feel this emotional fallout, making them more invested in Bonner's journey and the battle at hand. Fueled by grief and determination, Bonner channels his anger into focus. "We can't let Alex's sacrifice be in vain," he vows, his resolve hardening. He presses on, rallying his squadron as they push forward. "We're not just fighting for ourselves, we're fighting for everyone we've lost." His voice carries a new intensity, inspiring the remaining pilots to dig deep and push through the Arctic. As they reach the exposed weapons system, Bonner takes the lead, expertly maneuvering his ship into position. The visual effects are stunning as they lock onto their target. "Now," Bonner calls out, and the pilots unleash a barrage of missiles at the weapon. The audience watches with bated breath as the missiles streak through the air, connecting with the target in a brilliant explosion. The blast reverberates across the battlefield, and the alien mothership shudders. The main weapon powers down, a sign that they have succeeded in their daring maneuver. The tide of battle shifts, and the human pilots feel a surge of hope and adrenaline. But Bonner's heart is heavy with loss. He knows that while they may have won this battle, the price they paid is steep. As the alien forces begin to retreat, the remaining pilots share a bittersweet victory. Bonner takes a moment to remember Alex, his friend who sacrificed everything to protect him. The visuals shift to show the aftermath of the battle, with the skies still filled with smoke and debris. The victory is hard-fought, and the emotional weight of what they've endured lingers in the air. Bonner reflects on the sacrifice made by his friend and the others who fought bravely beside him. He understands that the cost of this war is not just measured in victories or losses, but in the bonds forged and the memories shared. The audience feels this depth of emotion, connecting with the characters on a profound level. As the dust settles, the human fleet regroups, ready to face the next challenge. They have proven their strength and resilience, but Bonner knows that the fight is far from over. The battle may have turned in their favor, but the war against the alien invaders continues. With renewed determination, Bonner leads his team forward, honoring the memory of those they've lost and fighting for the future of humanity. The scene closes with a sense of hope mixed with sorrow, leaving the audience eager to see what lies ahead in this epic struggle. As the dust begins to settle from the fierce battle, the scene transitions to a serene view of the sky, which is now a mix of deep orange and purple hues as the sun sets over the horizon. Captain Bonner gathers the remaining fleet members on the command deck of their flagship, where the atmosphere is heavy with emotion, but also filled with a newfound sense of purpose. Bonner stands before his fellow pilots, his expression serious yet determined. "We've been through hell and back, but we've proven that humanity can stand against any threat," he begins, his voice steady. The pilots, weary but alive, listen intently, hanging on his every word. "Today, we fought not just for ourselves, but for our families, our friends, and everyone who calls this planet home." His speech resonates deeply, touching the hearts of those who fought bravely alongside him. He reflects on the sacrifices made during the battle, especially the loss of Alex and the pain that lingers in their hearts. "We will carry the memories of our fallen brothers and sisters with us. Their courage will inspire us as we rebuild and continue to protect our world." The camera pans across the faces of the pilots, revealing a mix of sadness and determination, a testament to the emotional toll of their journey. As Bonner speaks, the visuals shift to scenes of humanity coming together in the aftermath of the battle. Streets once filled with chaos are now bustling with activity as people work side by side, clearing debris and rebuilding their communities. Families embrace, children play, and neighbors help each other, symbolizing the unity that emerges from adversity. The sense of hope is palpable, reinforcing the idea that humanity will rise again stronger than before. The audience is shown scenes of makeshift memorials honoring those who sacrificed their lives. Flowers and photos are placed at these sites, reminding everyone of the bravery and resilience displayed during the battle. A young girl, holding a small flag, looks up at the sky, her eyes filled with determination. This moment encapsulates the spirit of humanity. They will not be defeated. In the command center, the team begins discussing their next steps. Engineers are seen working tirelessly on repairs to their ships, while strategists analyze data and plan future missions. The camaraderie among the crew is evident as they share laughs and stories, reinforcing their bonds as they prepare for whatever comes next. Bonner walks among his team, offering encouragement and gratitude for their efforts. He knows that they are not just pilots but a family united by a common goal. "We'll train harder, learn from our experiences, and be ready for anything," he tells them, his eyes gleaming with determination. The camera captures the smiles and nods of agreement among the pilots, each one motivated by the desire to protect their home. As the story nears its conclusion, the visuals shift back to the skies above Earth. The sun is setting, casting a warm glow over the landscape. However, the mood subtly shifts as the audience is given a glimpse of the alien forces regrouping in the depths of space. A large alien ship, damaged but still operational, hovers in the darkness, surrounded by smaller crafts that dart around it like angry wasps. The alien commanders, cold and calculating, review the footage from the battle. Their expressions reflect a mixture of frustration and determination. "They may have won this time," one commander says, a hint of malice in their tone. "But we will not let them rest. We will return stronger." The scene hints at their advanced technology being repaired, setting the stage for future conflicts. The final shot zooms out, showing the alien fleet gathering strength, preparing for another assault on Earth. The juxtaposition between the hopeful rebuilding on Earth and the looming threat in space creates a powerful contrast. The audience is left with a sense of anticipation, realizing that while humanity has triumphed for now, the fight is far from over. The closing scene fades out, leaving viewers on the edge of their seats, eager to see how Bonner and his team will face the challenges ahead. The message is clear: humanity's resilience and unity will be tested again, but they will fight with everything they have to protect their world. The suspense lingers, setting the stage for future adventures, battles, and the ongoing struggle between good and evil. The screen fades to black, leaving a lasting impression of hope intertwined with the promise of future conflicts.